Hi, how's it going? Are you a picky eater? Statistically, most of you guys are, so answer honestly, and it's okay. This is a safe place. You can let me know. You can tell me these things. I'm okay with that. I myself, growing up, was very much a picky eater. I stuck to a lot of my safe foods, as they're called, and in today's video, we're trying out a little something new. We're gonna be ranking picky eater foods on a tier list. Safe foods, as some people might call them. And like I said, if you're a picky eater, you're just like me, or like I used to be. I grew up, okay, well, now I sound like an asshole. Now I sound like a douchebag. You can be any age you want and be a picky eater. I'm okay with you. I like you anyways. It's okay if you're the guy that orders chicken tenders and fries at every restaurant you go to. I still respect you. That's perfectly fine. That being said, guys, let's get into the tier list. This is a video that you guys voted on in my Discord, by the way, in my Twitch chat also, twitch.tv/TripShoes live every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. And also you can join the Discord through the Twitch. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You're smart, right? You're a picky eater, but you're smart, right? Eventually you got here. You figured it out. Good on you. Let's rank these fucking foods. I'm just gonna say that right out the gate. I forgot what I was gonna say, actually. Totally blanked, actually, on that one. Okay, I'm tired. But I wanted to make this video. Either way, first things first, we have an absolute goat on the fucking tier list, guys. We got chicken nuggets. And now if like, this is like a quintessential safe food or picky eater food. And honestly, if you don't even like chicken nuggets, I don't think you count as a picky eater. Are you even human? What's wrong with you? Chicken nuggets, they're the best thing ever. They make vegan options now. These are obviously an S tier food. They're perfectly produced. They're like consistent all around. It's like, it's not, we're gonna get into chicken tenders later, and I'm gonna make a comparison to chicken tenders later and why I think chicken tenders are not quite the same as chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets, S tier. S tier. Tacos. I'm gonna go as far as saying that I don't think that tacos actually belong in the picky eater food category. Because I, growing up, actually really didn't eat tacos a lot. They're not something I didn't appreciate them. There was really never that opportunity to eat them when I was younger, if that makes sense. So I didn't quite get to experience them until I was a little bit older, and where I would say was past my picky eater phase. So I'm gonna say that they are like an F tier in terms of the fact that, actually, no, I'm gonna change what I just said. Even when I was a picky eater when I was younger, I wanna say I probably stopped being a picky eater when I was roughly, I wanna say 18, 19 years old, give or take, is when I really just was like, fuck it, who cares? There's also some other things in my life that happened that might have correlated to me wanting to consume more food. A little bit of a, a little something that we can't mention here on the YouTubes, a little bit of that might have correlated to me wanting to eat more and try more foods when I was at that age. But that being said, I feel like this is an F tier food. That is not a picky eater food. It's, you know what, in fact, maybe we should make a category of not a picky eater food. I'm gonna add a row below. You know what, I'm gonna change the rules. Not a picky eater food. There we go. I typed it right. Perfect. And I'm gonna change the color. We're gonna make it purple. Not a picky eater food. That does not count as a picky eater food. That is like F tiers for like, that's disgusting. That's gross. I like tacos now though, so that, like, I think that kind of changes things a little bit. Or maybe I'm contradicting myself. I didn't put much thought into this video. I'm trying new things, guys, okay? I've only been uploading advice videos for like 3 weeks now. I need to try something new. We need to we need to fucking variety the content here a little bit. Oh my god. Eggo waffles. Oh baby. An absolute classic from when I was younger. Oh my god. I used to eat these, I think, for like almost 3 years straight. I would wake up every morning before school, play a little bit of Lego Star Wars on my GameCube, and eat Eggo waffles before school. And I gotta say though, I did get sick of them eventually. They're like a solid, I feel like they're like a solid B tier food. Eggo waffles. They're not my favorite. I don't really like them that much anymore. I think that's also gonna be where I kind of like make my decision is, do I still like this food? Or was it just that it was like a safe and simple food for me to eat when I was younger? And I think that there's a few things on here that I think I will, there's one that I'm eyeing right now on the list. Up next, we have bologna. And I feel like bologna doesn't, I almost wanna say it doesn't count as a picky eater food, but I have testimonies from people who were also picky eaters that would only ever eat bologna. And I gotta say, for me personally, I fucking hated bologna growing up. Shit was disgusting. Shit was awful. It was nasty. It was vile, foul. I fucking hated bologna. And I still really don't. I'll tolerate it nowadays. I'll tolerate it. If I gotta eat bologna, I'll eat fucking bologna. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, to survive, but fuck, I hated it when I was a kid, and I really just don't like it that much now. Kraft macaroni and cheese. I'm also just gonna say macaroni cheese in general. Didn't like it as a kid, don't really like it as an adult now. I'm gonna be honest, and this is where I'm probably gonna lose a few people. I'm gonna have to put this one in D tier. It's and this is my personal opinion, by the way. This is not me ranking whether or not it is a picky eater food is S tier, and then it is not is F tier. We only have a category for not a picky eater food. This is solely based off of my experience as a kid and whether or not I like it now. Apples. I gotta say maybe like A tier. I'm between A or B tier for apples, to be honest with you. Nah, you know what? Actually, am I in that C tier category now? If I'm being brutally honest about how I feel about apples right now, I gotta feel like I liked them as a kid, but I feel like they just kind of I don't know, C tier. They're all right. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Some people would say that all fruit doesn't count as picky eater food, and I would have to completely disagree with you. That was actually for a little while all I would eat was fruit for snacks at lunch and back when I was in elementary school and whatnot. Up next, we have creamy peanut butter. And quite frankly, if you know me personally, you know that I love peanut butter. I eat it pretty much all day, every day. In fact, I do literally eat peanut butter every day. I like crunchy peanut butter, I like creamy, and I like the oily stuff. You have to mix it up. I like the processed stuff. Dude, fucking peanut butter is S tier. It's so good. You can put it on anything. It's a good source of protein. And that's why I think it's good for picky eaters when they're younger. And also as an adult, it's just good for you. It's good. I like it. I don't want to hear anybody going and say, oh, there's a lot of fat in it or there's a lot of sugar in it. Buy a better fucking peanut butter, dumbass. What are you doing buying you're an adult now. Don't buy the fucking sugary stuff. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Now we have, I'm remembering a Disney trip when I was an 8-year-old child, and I don't remember where we were because that whole trip was a blur to me. In fact, most of my childhood is a blur to me. Again, like I said, just a little bit, There was at one point during this trip where my family, we were, I think it was in Epcot where you toured the world, and we stayed at I don't know what fucking park it was. There was a restaurant in Disney World that had a buffet, and the only thing that I would eat from there was the dinner rolls. So I gotta put these in A tier though, because they're not really the most nutritious thing in the world. They're very much a picky eater food. If you've ever been a picky eater like I was when I was younger, you knew. This was good enough. This was just enough to fill your stomach. Oh God. And this is where I'm gonna lose a few people. Now, I do think that this is a picky eater food. I'm gonna say tacos are not a picky eater food. Those are definitely somebody for a slightly more advanced, an ever so slightly more advanced palate. But the plain burger, just bun and patty. No, maybe no ketchup, maybe no mustard, no cheese. I don't even like cheese. I can't eat hamburgers because I can't eat red meat anymore. But I did not like this growing up, and I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. I feel like it's a D tier, picky eater food. That was my option. Ooh, kind of gross. I don't like that at all. All right. Oh, baby. French fries. I still, to this day, love French fries. Loved them as a kid. They were actually, for a while, the only food that I would eat was when I was in first grade, was those big round smiley fries. Do you guys remember those things? Those were fucking good, man. And you know what? I gotta say for this one, I gotta put these in A tier. I do get tired of French fries, and I also did get tired of French fries as a kid. So I feel like these belong in A tier. I feel like that's a good place to put them. You know what I mean? They're not the main event. They're not the main event like the chicken nuggets are, but chicken nuggets and fries, the opening band and the main event. Ooh, yeah. That's a good combo right there. I feel like this is fair. This is fair. I was gonna say that I'm comparing a lot of this to my adult experience now as no longer being a picky eater, and I'm trying to put myself in the brain of a picky eater. And you can sustain yourself off chicken nuggets. You can't really sustain yourself off of French fries though. Ooh. Now we got an interesting one, because I almost want to say that this is not a picky eater food. And in fact, I actually did like pasta with sauce as a kid when I was a picky eater. I almost want to say, I actually want to say that this is not a picky eater food. The sauce is what's changing things up, and that's why I'm going to jump a little bit ahead into the list here. And I'm going to go plain pasta, no sauce. Maybe you put some butter and salt on it. It's C tier. It's so C tier. It's such a C tier picky eater food. My God, it's just, you're missing the best part about it, which is the sauce, in my opinion. It's you have the base there, you have the foundation for a good meal, and you just have everything deprived from it completely. It doesn't have the breading of a chicken nugget or the ketchup with the fries. It's just noodles with maybe some butter and some sauce, and I feel like that's C tier. That's middle ground for me. That's middle ground for me. Plain white bread. I've been there before, and I've in fact very recently I was sick, and this was the only thing that I would eat for a little while because it's all I could stomach. And I gotta say, it's like a tried and true one though. The plain white bread, just simple plain white bread. I'm gonna have to put this one in B tier. I feel like it's on par with the Eggo waffles if you really think about it though. Like those two things are kind of on par with one another. You know what I mean? It's like, I liked the Eggo waffles as a kid, but it was just, you know, they're all right. They're all right. They're better than C tier. They're better than apples and like pasta with no sauce on it. Come on. Like I'm right, and you know it. Come on. My former or maybe current picky eaters and you know that are watching this right now, you know I'm right. Oh baby, cheese pizza. I'm actually just getting hungry making this video now. Maybe I'll order a fucking cheese pizza right now. It might almost be 9:30 at night, but hey, the pizza places are still open around me. I'm not gonna lie. I still like cheese pizza. Loved it as a kid. You know, I can't really eat red meat, so pepperoni pizza's off the table for me. I gotta put this one in S tier. Come on, it's an obvious S tier. Chicken nuggets, peanut butter, and pizza. The holy trifecta right there. I love it so much. Look at that, guys. Look, that's beautiful. That's beautiful stuff right there. Love to see that. Pizza, need I say more? There was actually a phase of my life where my mom would have to go out and just buy those like small little pizza crusts. I forgot what the brand was called. And that's all I would eat for dinner for like, I want to say close to like 2 or 3 years of my life. So cheese pizza, it's still a classic. I still enjoy it now as an adult who is no longer a picky eater, in my opinion. Maybe according to some other people I'm not. That's an S tier one, dude. That was always good. It was always a good night when you had a cheese pizza to eat, you know? Oh man, we should do a frozen pizza tier list actually. That's a good video idea. Write that one down, everybody in chat. Comment so that you can remind me later so that I can remember to do frozen pizza tier list. Like I said, I'm very tired. I just ended stream a few minutes ago. Hot dogs. And if you go and you say that these are not a picky eater food, you are sorely mistaken. You are wrong. Hot dogs are 100% a picky eater food. However, I got tired of them a lot. In fact, there was a moment in my life where all I would eat was hot dogs for a little bit, and I got so sick of them that I threw up in my 4th grade class. I have to say, for me, they're C tier. I don't know. That one, I'm going to put it in C tier for now. That's where I feel comfortable putting. Like I said, these are comfort, safe foods, and that's where I feel comfortable and safe putting the hot dog is right there in C tier for now. I don't like them as an adult. I think hot dogs are kind of gross, just like a tube of meat. You know what I mean? It's especially worse if like you're not eating it with a bun. The bun was what saved me a lot of the times where I was like, okay, it's got a bun, so I got a little bit of bread there. If you guys notice a trend of bread making its way up here. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I don't know if you guys even heard that, but my Razer Cortex thing fucking sent me a notification. This is actually gonna be my most insane fucking take. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually going to be my craziest fucking take on the entire tier list. Oh boy. I'm actually so nervous for what the comments are gonna look like on this video. I didn't like rice as a kid, and honestly, I just don't really like it as an adult. It's such a filler thing that I'm almost tempted to say F tier, but I also understand that it's a quintessential food. It's part of every culture. Every culture eats rice in some capacity, but it's like, if I'm gonna eat something that I consider to be a filler food, which is what rice is, come on. Like, come on. When you're eating rice, like plain white rice, which is like, I understand that that's a picky eater food. Didn't like it as a kid. Didn't like it at all. But I feel like if I'm gonna be having just such a filler food, I'm just gonna have pasta. I'm just gonna have plain pasta or sauced pasta, which is not a picky eater food. I stand behind that on the tier list. Didn't like rice as a kid. Didn't really like it as an don't really like it as an adult, to be honest with you. I stand behind what I said. D tier. That's a D tier fucking food. I'm sorry. D tier picky eater food. Plain rice. No chicken. No beef, no nothing, no vegetables on it, just plain white rice. It's a filler food. That's why I'd rather have pasta. Filler food, they're both, you cannot disagree with me here. They're both filler foods, and pasta is a part of like a lot of cultures. Like this, I'm almost saying the same way that rice is, okay? I rest my case. Scrambled eggs. Don't like eggs. I'm gonna be honest, don't like just straight up eggs. I don't like them. They smell bad. they're just like this like gooey, mushy texture. It's just they're fucking gross. It's weird to me that's even like I don't god damn bro fuck ranch, just straight up ranch dressing. Now, as a picky eater growing up, your parent is never just gonna like crack open a bottle of ranch and like have you fucking down the thing to get nutrients for the night. No, you gotta have some sustenance, right? With this one, I would say S tier because I love ranch. I put it on everything. I put it on pizza. I put it on nuggets. I've sometimes I've gotten a little, too much, whatever, and just put it on straight up bread and eaten that for the night. That's pretty good. Just like wake up in the middle of the night, eat a little midnight snack. Okay, bread, fucking ranch on it. Sometimes I do Thousand Island dressing instead. Delicious. Fry goes good on fries, but it's not a food. It's a condiment. Why is it here? So it's not picky eater food. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, whatever you may be. I know a lot of you who might fall into that category, or were probably picky eaters growing up. I know my audience. Okay? I know who you guys are. It's okay. This is like the Honda Civic of picky eater foods, guys. Saltine crackers. It's not the Maserati. It's not the Lamborghini. It's not the Mazda. It's not the well, I ran out of expensive car brands, but it's still pretty good, especially when you were sick and this is all you could stomach. I'm gonna go B tier. I'm gonna go B tier on the saltine crackers. Oh my god. I actually, in fact, just ate saltine crackers. Like, I have the sleeve of them. It's like right across there in my room. So maybe I'll go eat a couple of these after I finish recording the video. Who knows? Last, but fucking certainly not least, and I almost want to say that there should be a category in between S tier and A tier. We have chicken tenders. I still love chicken tenders. I ate them 2 nights ago. I threw them into a chicken Caesar salad. It was really delicious. The only reason that I'm going to say that chicken nuggets beat out chicken tenders is because, in my opinion, being a picky eater growing up, texture was everything and consistency was everything. And chicken tenders are a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes you have tougher bits of the meat. Sometimes you have, more breading in other places than others. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. Chicken nuggets are far more consistent. That's why they're an S tier food, in my opinion. That is why I have to calmly put chicken tenders in A tier. They're so close. They're so close. I almost wish we had more to go with here, but unfortunately we don't for this video. And also this video is way beyond the time that I wanted it to be, so I'm gonna have to have fun editing this one tonight. Yippee. I'm satisfied with this list though, for the most part. I always do like a quick rundown to see what I like and what I don't like, anything that I want to change. And I'm almost tempted to bump hot dog up a little bit, actually. After everything that I said, after the nasty breakup that me and hot dogs had when I was no longer a picky eater, I'm almost tempted to bump it up a category, but I think I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie. I think that this looks good. I like this tier list, actually. I'll zoom in a little bit just so you guys get a better look here real quick. I'll actually turn off my camera, so I'll get out of here for a second and just let you guys take a good hard look at what we got here. And I stand behind my not a picky eater food category there at the bottom, because first of all, that ain't a fucking food. That's a condiment. That's not a picky eater food because that's got too much going on. You've added the equation that's putting the picky eaters off from wanting to eat it, and that's the tomato sauce. I know this. I was a picky eater growing up, and tacos are just, in my opinion, based on how I grew up, not a picky eater food. That was a little more of an advanced palate, even if it's just a little half step above being a picky eater. I stand behind what I said. Everybody who watches my videos, all 50 of you, which we hit 50 subscribers, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to do more tier lists going forward. Maybe get a guest on here, like right here with me. We can be like, hey, look at us. We're doing the freaking tier list thing or whatever. That's very exciting. We could do that going forward. I want to do more of these. This is very fun. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time, probably on another episode of IOIS First, but I've got a little vlog that I'm filming soon, so get excited. You got a lot of things to look forward to, you guys, and I am very excited to sit down right now and edit this video.